Good afternoon. My name is Gregory Tetro. I'm the program coordinator here at PCI in Bridgeport. We teach the electrical department, and I'm going to go briefly through what everybody would be learning, what the students who have already left here have learned for potential employers to take a look at our facilities and see exactly what we do and what we teach them. We teach them both the addressable and the conventional fire alarm systems. An addressable is much more common on larger buildings where you can easily do a smaller system on a small building or on a house. These will all be wired in. You have pull stations, horn strobes, smoke detectors, heat detectors, and there's several other options. You have relays that can fire off different items for the fire alarm. Okay. Over right around the corner here, we have the electrical services. We have a 200 amp service here. This 200 amp service has the latest requirements. It has a disconnect outside the building, which is now required because the fire department wants to be able to shut the power off totally so they don't get hit with electricity. And it has a bypass. They find that now as society's getting older, you're able to bypass the actual meter, pull it out and test it without shutting off critical equipment or even computers, depending on what's going on in the house. This one is a overhead service with PVC. On a residential, it's very common for that. If you have brick or stucco or concrete, if you have more siding, you can use a wire, which is a SER, service entrance cable, for it. So we have 200, we have a couple more 200 amps, and then over on the left we have 4 100 amp meter boxes that'll all be assembled typically both in PVC and in SER cable. Okay. Our next term that we're starting is residential. And residential, as you can see, the students are just finishing up with all the plastic boxes, single gangs, 2 gangs. We'll teach them how to wire single gangs, 3 gangs, 2 gangs, single pole switches, 3-way switches, 4-way switches, GFIs, plugs, whatever is conventional in a house. They'll learn how to do it, how to staple it, how to make sure everything is nice and set there. Then we also have MC cable, which is the metal clad cable over here. And a metal clad cable will have metal boxes, still splice up the exact same way as Romex would. And they'll learn the difference between the two and when you have to use it and when you don't need to use it. We also have telecommunication. We have a beautiful patch panel over here. We have an IT rack, and we teach them how to wire telephones, how to put the jacks together, how to test them out, how to make them all working, test them with an actual tester. Then one of my favorite ones is the motor control. What we did based on the size, we're not a huge campus, but we have 20 of these built, and this actually lets us do relay communication. You're able to run the system with relays. And then we also have automation with what's called a PLC, programmable logic control. And this takes a few seconds to run through, but you'll see all the lights changing as they go through the entire system. This would be like in a processing. First would be dropping chemical 1, chemical 2. Third light might be the mixer. Then there'd be a drain. Then there'd be a bottler, and so on. This you'll find at most speed-controlled items, things like Amazon for all their conveyor belts. A place like Clairol that used to be in Stanford, and they have several processes. So you can have a much bigger package here to do just about everything. Okay? And This is one of my favorites. This was actually built by one of our students. Front to back, every part of it. She just wanted to do one panel all by herself. So her name is on it, and she had a great time doing it. We also have a board here that shows it very large for them, easy to see it, but also there's a paper that goes at every station, and then they'll get all the information and know exactly based on the color wires. And that's really everything we have. We have plenty of warehouse space up above. We store over on the side. We have racks with EMT pipe, PVC. We have all the different fittings, and they'll get a good education on what is the right fitting for the right project. I think that really the kids would have a lot of fun. You'll see that we give them a really good education, and they can hit the ground running. That's the key, is we want them to be able to work for you and you be pleased with the results you get. Thank you very much.